Let's start at the backside, because that's where the LX800 makes a bold first impression when it's pulling away from you. The rear design is clean, wide, and confident, with slim LED taillights stretching across the tailgate, giving it that modern Lexus light bar identity. The tailgate itself looks more sculpted than before, with sharper creases that add muscle without being overdone. Compared to the previous LX, this one feels more premium and less boxy, while still keeping that tough Land Cruiser DNA underneath. Dual exhaust outlets are neatly integrated, not screaming for attention, but letting you know there's serious power hiding under the hood. Park it next to a Range Rover, and you'll notice the Lexus feels more purposeful, less flashy. But that's exactly the appeal. Moving along the left side, the LX800's profile tells a story of luxury meeting off-road credibility. The long wheelbase gives it a commanding stance, while the character lines run smoothly from front to rear, catching light beautifully as you move around it. Large alloy wheels, likely 22 inches on higher trims, fill the arches perfectly, giving it a planted, upscale look. The side steps are practical yet stylish, making entry easy without ruining the design. Compared to something like a Mercedes GLS, the LX800 feels more rugged and confident, like it's ready to leave the city whenever you are. This is the kind of SUV that looks just as comfortable outside a five-star hotel as it does parked near a mountain trail. Now let's walk around to the right side, and you'll notice Lexus, attention to symmetry and detail. The mirrors are sleek, likely loaded with cameras and sensors for the latest driver-assist tech. Door handles sit flush and solid, giving a reassuring feel when you grab them. Everything feels over-engineered in the best way possible. Where some luxury SUVs chase futuristic minimalism, the LX800 balances modern tech with a sense of durability. Compared to the BMW X7, which leans heavily into sporty elegance, the Lexus feels calmer, more authoritative, like it doesn't need to prove anything. Now open the door, and this is where the 2026 Lexus LX800 truly separates itself. Step inside, and you're greeted by an interior that feels more like a private lounge than an SUV cabin. High-quality leather wraps almost every surface, with real wood, metal, and soft-touch materials layered throughout. Lexus has clearly focused on craftsmanship here. The seats are wide, deeply cushioned, and designed for long journeys, whether you're cruising on the highway or crawling over rough terrain. Compared to the Range Rover's ultramodern interior, the LX800 feels slightly more traditional, but in a comforting, timeless way. The dashboard is clean and tech-forward, with a large central touchscreen paired with a digital driver display. Everything is positioned logically, so you're not hunting through menus just to adjust basic settings. Lexus infotainment has taken a big step forward, feeling faster and more intuitive than before. Ambient lighting adds a subtle glow at night, giving the cabin a premium atmosphere without feeling like a nightclub. Rear seat passengers aren't forgotten either. Expect generous legroom, climate controls, and possibly executive seating options in higher trims. Against rivals like the GLS, the Lexus may not be the flashiest, but it absolutely nails comfort and quality. Now let's talk about what really moves this beast, the engine. Under the hood, the 2026 Lexus LX800 is expected to pack a powerful twin-turbo V8 or a high-output hybrid setup, depending on the market. Either way, performance is the name of the game here. You're looking at strong acceleration for a full-size SUV, with effortless highway cruising and plenty of torque for towing or off-road use. Compared to the older V8s Lexus was known for, this new setup is smoother, more efficient, and still brutally capable. Against something like the BMW X7, the LX800 might not chase sporty handling, but it delivers a sense of unstoppable momentum that feels incredibly satisfying. Off-road capability remains a key part of the LX identity. Advanced four-wheel drive systems, adjustable air suspension, and multiple drive modes mean this SUV isn't just for show. You can confidently take it far beyond paved roads, something many luxury SUVs only pretend to do. That's where the LX800 truly stands out compared to rivals like the GLS or X7. It's not just luxury first, it's capability first with luxury layered on top. Now let's get to the price because that's always the big question. The 2026 Lexus LX800 is expected to sit firmly in the premium segment, likely starting in the six-figure range depending on trim and market. Yes, it's expensive, but when you compare it to similarly equipped Range Rovers or Maybach-branded SUVs, the Lexus starts to look like a smart long-term choice. Lexus' reputation for reliability and lower ownership headaches plays a huge role here. You're not just paying for luxury today, you're investing in peace of mind for years to come. So what's the final verdict? The 2026 Lexus LX800 isn't trying to be the flashiest SUV on the road, and it doesn't need to be. It's built for buyers who value comfort, power, durability, and long-term reliability, all wrapped in a refined, modern design. If you want a luxury SUV that feels solid, confident, and capable in almost any situation, this might be one of the best options in its class. Compared to the Range Rover, it's more dependable. Compared to the GLS, it's more rugged. And compared to the BMW X7, it feels more relaxed and authoritative. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Lexus LX800, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. For more honest reviews, comparisons, and the latest car news, follow DriveZone Meter and stay tuned, because the road ahead is getting seriously exciting.